That's the genius of the people that had the foresight to put Mid-Continent Public Library together, because they knew that in the future libraries would become even more important than they had been in the past, and you needed the scale and size to make the libraries efficient and have the quantity of resources that they would need to serve people properly. But you also needed the closeness and the convenience of a local library that was nearby.
It's so important for libraries to really serve a critical element of the community as a whole, and they're one of those hubs that great communities should rely on, that they should be able to depend on, and they're one of those organizations that when kids have the ability to have access during school time, after school time, during times when the school buildings are closed, i.e. summer months, it just makes that community that much stronger.
Well, the thing is that we don't see our job as books, our job is people, right? So it's like, sure, we offer books, we offer story times, we offer programming, all those fun things that that libraries do, but behind it is the fact that we're serving a community that wants to grow, that wants to learn, that wants to be involved in something bigger. And so what we do is people.
In April, we had what we call the how-to fair. So we had all different kinds of sessions, art for kids, math games, we had a hair care session, we had a staff person who showed how to make earrings.
It showed the community that we want to get out to the community and say, we're going to do all of these fun things, and it's something you can do on Saturday, bring the kids, it'll be free, and you can take home some seeds and all that with you.
Another thing we've done is have speed networking. Those people sat across from each other at tables and exchanged information about their organizations or their businesses.
We had an opportunity a little while ago to have some renovation done in the back half of our library, and that resulted in a big blank white wall. So when I saw that wall, I thought this could be filled with art. It would be much more beautiful and exciting. And so I reached out to some community partners, and we partnered with the Liberty Arts Commission. And they brought in fabulous artists to fill our walls with art for our community to enjoy.
And also, art is such another layer of storytelling, visual storytelling, and how we interact with art. We have a visceral reaction, and so then you kind of start thinking, well, what's my story? Why am I connecting with that art? And then you learn about the actual history, and that art is so much about politics and life, and it's another way to learn about people's stories and our country and the world, but in a visual medium. And I think a lot of people learn that way, and it allows us to, again, connect community in a different way. So it's pretty fun.
Reading Boosters is a program where we are creating strong relationships between our community and the young readers, whether they're teenagers or little guys, and we're giving them the confidence and the love and the skill sets that they need to be a lifelong reader. Some of them is just gaining confidence with reading, learning to slow down, not skipping words and things like that. So they're slowly building those skills, and also just creating more of a love of reading.
And I think since we started the Road for Purpose-Based, I feel like a lot of what was happening when Mid-Continent branches would get together was, branch X is doing this amazing thing, and then the rest of us tried to copy it exactly. And now what's happening is when we all get together, branch X is doing this amazing thing, branch Y is doing this amazing thing, branch Z is doing this amazing thing, and what we're doing is celebrating that together, congratulating each other, learning what we can, but not trying to copy it. We're trying to take the spirit of it and see how it applies to our individual communities. Right. And Purpose-Based Library has given us the kind of the wings to do that, the freedom to do that. So
I think we're in the top 20 library systems in the United States. We're actually the largest political subdivision, other than the state, of course, in the state of Missouri. By 2030, we'll have 1 million people in Mid-Continent Public Library District, and so we have to be prepared for that, not only with new libraries, but with continued improvements in our existing libraries. Well, thank you, taxpayers of Mid-Continent Public Library, for giving us the dollars that we need to make the library system do the things that it should to better serve our communities.
It's like I always think there's that conversation of how does the library affect the community, and I really think it's how the community builds the library is what I really think it is. So I want to see how the community helps us build what they want to see in the next 5, 10, 20 years, and I think that's going to be exciting.